Hey there, and welcome back to Blessed Seeds, an educational monster train series where we enjoy the strongest challenges around. Honestly, I'm way out of it today. I woke up and I was thinking to myself, okay, I desperately need to get a run out for today. I need to come up with something. The main challenge being that I just didn't have time to record this earlier in the week. But big challenge for me of the day was that I woke up with a ridiculous migraine. So it is presently 9 a.m. I've been awake since 6 a.m., just kind of wanting to record, but not quite able to. And so after a bit of, headache medication and stuff, here we are. And I have quickly decided that all I had brain power for today was a blessed run. I chose the one that seemed the most interesting to me just in the moment, which, I mean, it's Windleton with Frozen Lance, which is pretty good on average. But the biggest part about it is that it's apparently a mega Steel Singer run. And in case you don't know me, hey, I go by the handle Rising Dusk on the internet. And I like Steel Singer. It's my favorite unit in Monster Train. It's just so much fun to play. So I said to myself, you know what, that's great. Now, if it's super blessed, I mean, where is the restore coming from? We don't have restores, we have root seeds. It's probably still fine. I have to imagine your starting cards lean into it or something, but whatever. We're currently on a 39 win streak on this series. It's a little out of order, my intro here. Normally, anyway. Basically, our previous run, we had a big Frozen Nostalgia carry on a Primordium run with double plus 70 piercing ice storms and some other major damaging spells. There was a multi-strike, two multi-strike actually, called Kalia as the ultimate carry with an intrinsic Prismal Dust. A little bit tricky. I could see how that run would have been lost by folks, so that's fair, but it is what it is. We did take the win on that one, so that rocks. So heck yeah. Basically, what we're doing though is I'm playing viewer submitted runs, be they cursed or blessed. So, if you are playing Covenant 25 Monster Train with no mutators and you either struggle a lot on a run or you find that a run is just so incredibly wonderful, you have everything you could possibly need to win, you can submit it to me either way. You can send it to me via Discord server. It's in the top right of my main channel page in case you can't see it. It could be on Reddit, it could be on a YouTube comment. However, you can get in touch with me, you can send me a challenge link and I will play it for you on the channel. Obviously, there's some challenge here in that I'm only recording one of these a week, so it's probably going to be a little bit before I get to it, but I always appreciate the submissions because for whatever reason, Monster Train loves deleting challenges, and that basically means that there's no universe I could ever record literally every single one. So, fair enough. And that's about as much as I have to say here, honestly. So let's go ahead and play Blessed Seed. It sounds good to me. So as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's see how Steel Singer plays out. Normally, normally Steel Singer being told that much is kind of, it's a little bit too much information almost, like how is it blessed? But in this particular case, it feels a little bit nice having that information. It's basically the only reason I even chose this run, so fair enough. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well today. I wish I were doing better. I'll be fine. It's not even a big deal. It's just I wanted to record Monster Train and I woke up with a headache, so that's my morning so far. But we'll get through it. I'm doing okay now. It's kind of calmed down a little bit, but we'll see. Admittedly, if it gets really bad in the middle of the recording, I might just pause and or not even upload this recording. I might just win the run and then do nothing with this. We'll see. But hopefully, if you're all seeing this, if anyone is actually able to hear and listen to this, congratulations, we made it through this episode. I didn't have to abandon it or something. So, anyway, let's get in on it. Today we are Exile, Awoken, Default Stygian. We're fighting Explosive, Sigil, Daedalus, Ragefell, and Patient Seraph. Patient being the biggest challenge for this particular clan combo here. We don't have a great solution built into it. We're going to be looking for either a lot of healing, days, something like that. Maybe sap. You have options, but you have to look for them. Our starting cards are Restoration, Detonation, Flash Freeze, and Engraft. These are excellent starting cards, actually. A good heal I always appreciate. Anything that can be described as a ping is strong, and Flash Freeze is one of the best. And then Engraft is kind of a free card, which is great for incant strategies, rejuvenate strategies, pretty much anything. So it's a very versatile starting set of cards here. Noting, of course, that there are no offensive scalers in our opener, but that's okay. We can rely on incants or something else here. Let's see. We have temples on 2, 3, 5, 7, and 8. So 5 temples, that's a lot. We have a removal dupe on 8 magic side, very strong. A dupe on 7 with caverns and money. It's okay. I mean, it's fine. You have a pretty good node gen there with the caverns and Hellvent, but you don't have anything too expensively awesome. We also have a decent steel shop competing with it, so we'll see. Good trinket shop on 6 with money trinket shop removal. Very strong, actually. I love money trinket shop alignments. There's a horde in the middle. You can kind of just go ham and get a ton of power here. And it only competes with a mediocre magic shop, so it's probably the trinket shop there if I have any kind of cash. We have a good steel on 5 with a horde and caverns. Mediocre magic. We have a mediocre steel on 4 with money and health. Yeah, it's competing with a good magic shop, so kind of inverted from ring 5 there. Noting that steel, no steel on 6. So 6 seems to be the only miss, which means we don't have 1 on 3. Yeah, that's true. So our early game, we're looking at Forced Awoken banner, Stygian banner on 3, and then an Awoken banner on Magic Sign on 4 if needed. Yeah, fair enough. We'll see what we get here. Lost Luggage, Gnarled Root. I mean, it's Windleton. We'll take Lost Luggage for sure. It's a good opener. Maybe we see some Root Seeds in the opener and we can make a second turn that's very strong. Predator or Strangler. I think you click Strangler here just because it trivializes the early game. Predator is pretty good. We could win with this, but yeah, I think you just take Strangler here because it trivializes the early game. I think Predator is a fine pick here for the record, but Predator doesn't get you this horde for free. Strangler does. Strangler does take this horde no problem. Although we probably would have been okay anyway due to the flash freezes, but still. Yeah, we take this now. Yeah, Emblem of the Exiles is just too strong to skip here, although I do love Sigiled Seaweed and Refracting Lenses, but gotta take the Emblem. Yeah, that's a good opener. We feel quite strong after that. Spikes. I might not take the spikes here normally if I didn't have Restoration Detonation, but I believe I can draw through and just simply heal it off. This will allow me to get me a little more powerful in the ring too. Yeah, we got the big scary man. So we play this upstairs pretty simply. I'm going to face tank with a Train Steward for sure. Not a problem. I'm looking to buff this up. I'm doing it this way because I want this guy to tank this Foot Soldier for me. So we'll play out the Train Steward. Anytime I can get multiple units down with Emblem of the Exiles, it's valuable. Flash Freeze. I'm going to greed for money here. Yes. Because we can do this entirely because of Strangler, which is one of the reasons I do like that champion. It's not actually my favorite in any way. It's just effective at the early game, and it prevents you from having to look for it later, right? As a general theme, that is something that I find pretty common, is you need to look for it later if you're looking to deal with it somehow, right? Like if you get Predator or Thornlord, you have to be like, okay, well, how do I actually get the sweep to win? And the answer for that is usually find Strangler, but if you start with Strangler, you're looking pretty good about it. Hey, we take these. Cool. Yeah, so not a big problem at all. Obviously, I took a little bit for the spikes, but no damage in the end, so just enough to be strong enough. Steel Enhancer, Vine Grasp, or Razor Sharp Edge. We take the scaling, so Razor Sharp for sure. Offering Token, Mollusk Mage, Energy Siphon. At this point, I mean, despite the fact that I know that it's a Steel Singer run, we do take the Offering Token in case we end up on an incant path here, for sure. It's a good card anyway. It's going to discard past deadweights. We take the forced unit banner. We have no choice here. Let me guess. We have a large stone, plus 25, not that good. Steel Singer, yeah, I do think Steel Singer is what I would pick 10 times out of 10 here with the healing available to us. So we grab it, and then I re-roll this friend because no large stone for sure. Endless is pretty bad. I'll just tell you right up that I think Endless is pretty bad there. I'm gonna Tenon Piercing the Restoration Detonation here, because that's worthwhile. And I do find value in a big engraft. Yeah, sure. I think that's good. We'll take that. I realized a lot of shards, but with Steel Singer, I feel reasonably confident we won't hella lose. And I do have really good relics here. We're looking for an infusion. I can get away with this. Yes. Cool. Now, noting that the way that you maximize chances of getting Collector is you Windleton Center, and then you Steel Singer upstairs, which is pretty cool. We have the emblem of the Exiles here to do a lot of work. We're going to play the Restoration Detonation and then ping the guy downstairs. The sap here is actually really bad, you know? We should Razor Sharp this because it actually lets him hit, and then we can engraft and power up the upstairs a bit. Otherwise, he wouldn't have swung, which would have been kind of sad. A little bit silly when you think about it, but I do need a plan around Relentless here. So to do so, obviously, you know, mid-floor looking not great, right? We're gonna leak some dudes. It's not impressed, not what we like to see. I think we need a plan around Relentless, so I need to kill these guys downstairs, though. Pretty much no way around that. By Frozen Lands, I kill this man, so I think we take it. I lose Windleton, but he's not really that important here. I think it's Root Seeds, and then I Razor Sharp away the guy downstairs, and we leak this, taking the full round. It's a fair amount of damage, but it's worthwhile here. Yeah, we try to draw into whatever we can. It's fine. We did an okay job. We win this combat, we trade, but it's all important for as much scaling as we could get, which is admittedly not a lot right now. 4 procs, and then 16 damage. We take the Wildwood Sap because that's at least 5 ticks on Steel Singer here. I probably grab Helical Crystallis because it's just a good card to have. And then I'm looking for, yeah, Animus of Will. Normally, Titan Sentry is pretty strong here, but I think you do want the multi-strike infusion out of the gate. Yeah, I pretty much don't think there's an alternative to this. We have to take that. It's a pretty good hit. I'm then imagining we want to dupe some healing card here. We go Stygian Banner side then, and we do the infusion right away. This is important for draw order, but also just for the ability to hit multiple times. Another Tenon Piercing, huh? Interesting option. I don't know if you should think about things like the plus 30 here. Yeah, so you've got the Nameless Siren line too. This would have been a pretty straightforward run, right? You have Nameless Siren with Animus of Will as a line. Pretty good. We don't need it, though. Where we're going, we're done with that. Now, I don't think you really want to do too much here shard-wise, right? At least not opening. The dupe is probably a Wildwood Sap, but because of the order of everything, we should look at the Caverns first. Wow, copy a card X5. I mean, okay, I am going to X5 the engraft here. That's pretty great. These cards replace themselves and are huge heals. I didn't actually know that this was coming, believe it or not, but I did think about the possibility of it, and part of the reason why I think the plus 30 engraft is so good. Obviously, if I'd gotten like a -1 in it, this would have been even stronger, but I don't think there's any universe I ever do that. So yeah, this is pretty much free, and we take 5 of these, and that's really good, actually. Cool, well, I no longer need to dupe that. I guess I'm going to dupe the Wildwood Sap here. It's fine. Having a second one is good. We chill on the shards and move on. Yeah, 65 here. A little hot, but okay. By the way, the Engraft is a really good X5 here because of the draw +1 and the fact that it pays for itself Ember-wise. You could have argued for like that 10 and piercing restoration detonation too, but I don't think that's ever going to be it. Now, order matters. We're going to put Windleton downstairs. And I'm going to engraft him here because it at least gives me +1 draw next turn. Yes. Cool. Now I'm kind of hoping to hit something good. We're going to use Train Steward to tank downstairs. Cool. And then we start the scaling up top. I'm looking for root seeds here to draw through my deck to some of those other cards. Yes, now he might lose here. So what we do is we actually top him off and he's fine, and then we give a whole bunch of engrafts upstairs. It's actually worthwhile to toss him this Razor Sharp on bottom. Root Seeds, Flash Freeze the boss, because there's a lot of heavies here and I'd like to chunk them down. Yeah, my man's not looking good. This is a lot of incoming damage. We could potentially save him with a Restoration Detonation and the Train Steward. Wow, he still loses. He swings. Wait, if he swings... Oh, he dies to the Extinguish triggers. Now, that's funny. I'm kind of okay with that. Am I? That's actually a very interesting question. Am I okay with that? I'm going to save him, and then we're going to give the Wildwood Sap upstairs. I think he actually does matter here, so let's not fully disrespect this. Yeah, I think that's a good call. Cool. Now he's fine. We toss some healing upstairs. Train Steward tank down below. Draw past some stuff. I will just play the card upgrade my man. As long as he doesn't die downstairs, we're chilling. Does he ever swing 4-4-12? Yeah, getting him to swing once is actually great because it means that none of these guys walk up with me. Yeah, they just get blasted there, which is cool. And now it's just hardcore engraft spam. Whenever we draw it, we just play some cards out. We win this combat now, so we're okay. We're just looking for buffs. You could have argued that you probably should have not taken so much damage on him or put so much damage in him. You get more regen procs here. I think you get one more tick, but it's okay. I think we play it safe a little bit. The Rail Spike is pretty good. I actually don't think this Unleash the Wildwood is necessary when you have so many engrafts. It's kind of wild. I think we take the Rail Spike, and then we take Ember here for sure. I don't need these units. We take Ember because I have so much card draw, and I need a 4th Ember on turn 1, and I'll need that eventually anyway. Both shops are really good here. He's, what, 30 by 2? He's actually okay. I can go Steel. Interesting. Steel on 7, then. I kind of like the Magic Shop, but I don't think I need the -1s as much here. Let's just go to the Steel Shop and see what we hit. I think we're okay. This could be a lot of things. It could be quick. It could be multi-strike. Both of those are good. Yeah, quick is fine. We'll take it. It's good because it means he doesn't get hit, at least. Now I'm looking for a multi-strike or something, and we should be okay. Predator is fun. Sure. Pivot off of that. I was expecting something worse, but we take it. Yeah, cool. That's good. Now, money? Maybe? Probably. You might as well. We're fine on charts. We hit really hard, and we have quick on all of our guys. So it's all good to me. Mark of Invasion, snap click here. So one of the big things now is now I can do Steel Singer upstairs and actually hit him with these engrafts pretty impressively, right? We take the engrafts here. I take 6 right now, or I can Razor Sharp and save the 6, or I can trade and take the Wildwood Sap procs, and I think it's really got to be the Wildwood Sap procs. I'm just okay with... Oh no, 6 health. We're fine. We just had some healing. We're okay. How's mid-floor looking? He's not dead yet. Cool. Good. great news, in fact. I will toss the regen up top. I think you might as well. Flash freeze here kills a guy. We'll draw one card and see what we hit. Sure. I'm gonna put that middle, actually. If I can get him over 35, I feel pretty good. How you looking there, champ? Not good. 14, 5-5. Let's keep him alive. He actually does matter here. Let's draw first. See what we hit. Nothing good. Gonna be Frozen Lance. Frozen Lance is 12, and then 27 is 39. We don't hit this guy down, but I think if we hit him twice, we get him next time. Note that there's a Predator here, which means that Predator wants to kill these guys on one round. It's good. Ooh, that's nice, actually. He does not die if we punch. Cool. We engraft. I just take some scaling here. It's good. We Crystallis downstairs, I believe. Double Root Seeds is pretty good, though. Yeah, we'll take that, sure. Because remember, when he swings once up front, if I can get him to hit the enemy and kill them, it swings this big. He lives, cool. Good, 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 good. We're happy with that. I need to work on these boss-looking guys here. Yeah. Not boss, you know, the big guys. Because they're slow and they're annoying. We actually deal with them. Great. Let's do top floor stuff then. This guy, I probably need to respect him, right? Let's give that Razor Sharp up top. Windleton, punch, 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 punch. I think he's gonna die. So I think we do need to Root Seeds twice here, and hopefully scale upstairs. Windleton has done all the good work here. If he dies, it's all good to me. Cool. We're just gonna play a whole bunch of engrafts upstairs, and then draw past stuff and just look for the best here. Yeah, it's not impressive, but this is enough to win this combat. It's closer than I think anyone would have liked, but we take it. Yeah, this guy is scary. This boss, easy to disrespect, but we got it. I had the feeling the math would work out if I actually respected him, and it did, so that's good. Is an extra engraft ever wrong here? I mean, at this point, I would rather draw one of my 6 engrafts than add another one. Stings are bad. I think we take the Pyrogrow, maybe? Yeah, I think this is actually really easy. Easy pick. 5th Ember, okay. Now, Drain. Drain on Patient, that is one of the answers. Despite the fact that I have Steel Singer, don't disrespect too hard. We take this. I want Magic Shops, but I also want Steel Shops. I could do a lot with Magic Shops. Holdover, double stack is viable. -1/-1 is good. Steel Shop is just a multi-strike now. Now, the important point, though, is that the other nodes here are way better on the steel side. The Cavern and the Horde. Magic situation. A magic on... I mean, I want to go to this Trinket Shop on 6. I think the Magic Shop is better. The only one I'm guaranteed to see is that removal dupe. The Magic Shop is stronger. Yeah, we have to take the Magic Shop, I think. Right? I'm seeing one more steel at least. It's tough. The thing is the Magic Shop is stronger, but the other nodes are way better on the steel side. And I do still kind of need something from a Steel Shop if we see it. And if I don't, it's not the end of the world. That's a tough call. That is a difficult decision, especially with the Drain. I'd like to find some kind of an answer for Patient via that. That could be double stack, it could be holdover, it could be -1 spell chain. You've got a lot of options here. It's actually a difficult decision just because this shop is so much better. The shop is universally valuable here, whereas I don't need the money or the health at all. It's kind of just pointless garbage. But like this Horde could be good, and the Cavern is, generally speaking, a superior pick here. And if we did hit a multi-strike, this would be killer. I think, oh man, that's tough. It's a difficult decision. I think we do need to see Magic Shops on this run, or else we're going to feel bad. Yeah, let's go left. I think the Magic Shop is just more important, sadly. Our temple is -2 purge. Purge is good. Get rid of a frozen lance. Yeah, we're just gonna blast some stuff. 20 consume a frozen lance. Pretty much everything from this magic shop gets purchased. Just kind of universally. Yeah, like permafrost. I don't actually know what this is for. This one's not that impressive. Okay, re-roll that. Well, we got a holdover. I'll take it. I mean, holdover drain is enough to do something here, so we'll do it. Holdover drain, great work. +10. Honestly, toss that into a restoration detonation. Buy some removals here because we have too much garbage in this run by such a wide margin that I need to get this down. We're at 34 cards still, which is bad. These removals, purge is great, kill a frozen lance, good. -2 is, I mean, it's okay. I don't think this is the angle though, right? Nah, we'll chill. If I buy another removal, now I'll save my money for that trinket shop. 2 removals is good. We'll move on. That's like a really strong node gen. We got the holdover, so I feel better about patient at least. Aggressive amulet is okay. We always Steel Singer upstairs, just for sure. It's happening. Windleton middle is better than Windleton bottom, but bottom means I could put a train steward in front. I did just remove a bunch of them. Let's just put a middle, it's fine. We're gonna razor sharp Windleton here, and then I'm going to drain, just holding on to it a bit. I think it's good to do that. Okay. Very slow card draw here, but that's okay. It's gonna be sped up a bit because of the root seeds. We're gonna drain the scary guy on bottom because he's the one that actually poses a risk to me and anything I'm doing. Grafts, here we go. Kill the train steward, play some other cards. Drain this only guy that actually threatens me here. Cool. Cool. We lose him in middle. Not great. We can kill one with this restoration detonation and he lives, which is good. We're looking to push top floor up as high as we can. I'm going to work on one of these enemies, I think, and then we'll drain out the one in the middle here. I guess I could have played a frozen lance. Oh boy, it's fine. Fire grow no big, root seeds, wildwood sap, engraft, kill a unit, flash freeze a dude, drain a dude. Cool. This should be enough to win here, I believe. Razor sharp up top. Don't disrespect here. We 20 consume on bottom. We Crystallis bottom, do some damage here, and then we drain the boss. Yeah, we're looking to use drain here as the angle to win this. So that's kind of what we're doing. I'm gonna just rail spike this for 4. Yeah, that's pretty good. We're not disrespecting bosses here, is kind of just the thing that I'm gonna tell you right now. We're not disrespecting him. Engraft, engraft, engraft. He wins? Impressive. We do want to just kind of let this roll. I think the right play is still to drain here, although I guess you could let it run. It doesn't matter. Same amount of hits, honestly. It's just now he gets the 4 regen out no matter what, or however many he was going to get, so it's fine. Restoring retreat is pretty good. One of the few ways I could actually make this floor jam together in any meaningful way. I think we take it. If I can assemble the squad, I feel better about this run. Although, I do have quick on the Steel Singer. But if I could at least do 2 Steel Singers on a floor, yeah, we take it. Cool. Another drain. I don't think I want to do this. Just play the one I already have. Yeah, okay. And then we're going Trinket Shop side, almost certainly. It's just so strong when we got the money. Yeah, I mean, we also already hit the drain holdover, so I think we're cruising. Improved firebox is really strong. I have the lost luggage. We're gonna buy that 10 times out of 10, so that's cool. Horde, we're grabbing in the middle, of course. Floating fungus is not abysmal. Cheater's hand is annoying here. It actually hurts me a little bit with lost luggage. Faulty loader I don't think helps. We'll take the fungus. It's not a key part of this run, but we'll grab it. I am taking the firebox and re-rolling this. Snap tap. Card draw. Yeah, okay, that's good. Those are both really strong relic pickups, and we move on. Yeah, that's good. This is essentially just a free card draw on Sap Tap now, with all of my engrafts, so that's good. Yeah, these turns look much better now. We're gonna do Steel Singer upstairs, we're gonna Windleton middle, and I mean, now we can even do it. I just actually drop the man in. Oop, just send him down, and now we have the super floor, right? It's pretty cool when you think about it, yeah. Yeah, we have the pieces here, so cool. We still just put everything into the guy in the back, though. I'm not doing anything on, we're not putting anything into Windleton here. He is just a body at this stage. Cool. I'm not going to disrespect at all, because I think it's easy to justify a disrespect, and I think it's a great way to die. Although, I mean, we look pretty good here either way. Especially because I can just load up the boss here. Is it worth it dropping her in? I think so, right? Drop her down and then she gets hit for 100. I mean, that feels good to me. I don't know about you all. Drain the boss. Cool. Yeah, I mean, we punch 100 through, which is good. I feel like we've already got the scaling kind of on lock here, so I'm much more inclined to prioritize just killing the boss at this stage. Yeah. I didn't play a Frozen Lands. Oh no, you'll forgive me. It's fine. The Frozen Lands is actually just do not matter one way or the other here. And then I guess we double frost fight the boss. Yeah, so like, oh boy, 6 damage. It doesn't matter. Boss has 11 sap here. I don't think any of this is going to change anything. Give me the drop. Aw, dang, we didn't get the drop. Oh, sick, we did get the drop. Bring her down. It's worth it. Heck yeah. And then here it's, it doesn't matter, right? Because he Crystallis, he just kills it with the frontline Windleton. So we just take the purple root seeds here, and then we drain the boss one more time. Yeah, with 13 sap, I feel good about this. It's a little slow for patient, admittedly, which is maybe not the best situation to be in, but if I can jam the floor together, it should be okay, right? I think it'll be fine. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. We'll take any scaling we can get. We just drain the boss and we let this ride, I think. Yeah, no problems. Cool. I mean, we're good. We're at like a huge number here, right? My guy is at like 100 or something. Yeah, 114. The X5 in Graft is kind of crazy. I don't think this is adaptive mutation. I don't have the scaling to make this work. Yeah, we skip that. Card draw? Space? I mean, what does space do for me? Let's put it in perspective. 5 to 6 does absolutely nothing. Right? I could never fit anything behind Windleton, so whatever. So we just take card draw and hope for the best. Really? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's it. I just need to see the Restoring Retreat in time. I'm going to look for the multi-strike now, take some removals. I think that is good. It's better than anything this Hellvent could do. Plus, this is our last steel shop, though. Hopefully we get it. You know, Endless is a serious consideration here. Patient kills it, just bring it back. I need to think about that. It's a weird angle, admittedly. We're cutting Frozen Lances in case there was any doubt. It's a weird angle, but I think it might actually be really good. Just kind of strange. Oh man, I want this purge. I do want this purge. Yeah, we're gonna purge another Frozen Lance here. That's good. Spell Chain is tempting. It's tempting because of Spell Chain and Graft being pretty okay, but Will Predator 2, you might as well, right? I mean, does it really matter all that much? You might genuinely take Strangler 2 for 20 more health, because he's not the important part of the run. I guess him doing 50 damage is worthwhile, though. We'll do it. It's tough. He's kind of getting tossed. Patient is going to be a problem. Endless kind of solves this in a weird sort of way. Like, he dies, then he lives again, and it's okay. Have I ever done this before? No, but I do expect we're gonna lose a couple of these guys to Patient is my problem. Like, we're able to beat him on the Sap. We'll win the Relentless, but I think it's slow enough that he will punch through some people. I actually think this Endless is pretty darn good when you really consider it. And re-rolling here, I mean, if it ends up being Large Stone or something, it's actually not terrible. Well, it is, because I couldn't play a mid-floor. I mean, if it's large, it's bad. I don't know. I'm just going to take Endless. As weird as that is, I think it's fine. And we move on. I don't think the Spell Chain adds enough for me to care. We're okay. Ancient Hate, it's fine. I mean, now we can Elevator the guy, which is kind of a weird situation, but also makes this very clean into this upcoming ring. I'm going to Windleton, Steel Singer. We're going to just slam a bunch of this, and then I'm going to card draw here for 6, which is good. Full, we engraft. We keep the scaling going. Losing the Restoring Retreat may be suboptimal, but it's also not a big deal. I don't really need the drain here, I don't think. Well, I should take it. Yeah, okay, we'll take it, because I would like Windleton to not immediately perish, which is certainly something that could happen. It sure is. Consume a card. I think it's a good idea. I do want to Flash Freeze, draw the extra +1. We'll drain the guy in the back that's actually swinging. A lot of this damage is extinguished triggers. So we're going to toss him a big heal, and he'll be fine as a result. Oh, we can actually just drop our lad in now. Good, cool. And that cleans up everything pretty safely, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. We could actually drop the drain at this stage, but I have so much card draw, I kind of don't really mind either way. Yeah, we're actually okay, I think. I'd like to have this... I mean, we just drop it. It's fine. I don't need this card right now. The drain is not doing anything now that I have the floor jammed together like this. So, it's okay. I am going to heal my lad, though. I think keeping him alive is probably worth it. Tossing him some kind of healing is going to provide value here. The rest of this does not matter. I guess if I double Flash Freeze this guy, I don't have to take the Extinguish trigger, which is cool. Fine. We're in a good position. Just click a whole bunch of engrafts and make number go big. And we're chilling. Yeah. It's good. Draw cards. Turns out I like drawing cards. I do want to drain here, which is good. I drew it on the right turn, which is great news. We're not even going to bother with anything else here. Yeah, we're fine. It does do quite a chunk to this guy, but I think we're okay either way. I mean, obviously we are, but I don't need to mess with it. Drain him for good measure. Obviously, he punches the front guy. It's not a big deal, but we're looking to get big number. Is he really at 200 and something here? 154 is really impressive. Ensnare's hard to skip, but I really just draw too many cards as is, so I think I would skip it. Awake is unnecessary. We skip these. These are not adding it to me. I could take a second drain. I actually think I will. The density might matter here. I was considering duping it, but this is better. I would rather not have 2 on holdover. I'd like to just kind of, with 10 card draw, play one of the holdover one, and then maybe not hit this one, and that would be good. Yeah, we go removal dupe, of course. Give me a spell chain. No spell chain today. Give me a double stack. Remove consume. No. 20 consume. You might as well at this point, right? -1 is always good. Trinket Shop says Thorn Fruit, no. Tethys Scales, Forever Flame. Forever Flame is pretty sick, actually. Especially if I draw them both on turn 1, it's not that big of a deal, but it makes my turn 2 a lot better. We'll take that. I'm gonna re-roll this. Wow, double Sting Relics there. We definitely need to dupe our Steel Singer. It's kind of the whole point. Have a second one of these guys. And now I need to evaluate, is Trample scary? Depends. Hard to say. What am I removing? At this point, we've kind of cut all of the really critical bad cards. Crystallis is kind of a whatever. I can honestly toss this. I was considering or 20 consuming it rather, but I think we can drop that, sure. And one of these flash freezes, I suppose, is probably it. We're going to lose Windleton on Patient, 100%. So maybe the ping is better. I don't know. Let's look at everything else first. -1. 20 consume. I'm going to 20 consume one of these flash freezes, I think. Actually, let's consume one of these restoration detonations. Well, I don't know. It's tough. We'll do a flash freeze. I think that's fine. Didn't have anything in this trinket shop I wanted, right? Right. Okay, cool. So none of that matters. The -1 is super good. We always take these. It's probably just any of these cards, really. Could be the Restoring Retreat, but that actually has not great, I don't think. Well, no. Don't do that one. The engrafts are always correct, I think. We'll just do it. It's fine. Remove, consume, no. Spin this. If it was a double stack, I would have double stacked -2 the drain. As it is, I'm just going to give it a -1, though. It's fine. I want to play it pretty much every time I draw it. Another 20 consume. I guess we can destroy one of these restoration detonations. Sure. I want to at least keep Restoring Retreat in so I could assemble a bigger floor eventually. I guess I could do it with a flash freeze. It's a tough call. Both of these are kind of low impact. Let's do the Restoration Detonation. I think it's not the most important card here. And then I take a removal on something. Another difficult decision. It could be a Root Seeds at this point. I have another removal too. Basically, we can just sub Root Seeds for Engraft in this particular run, so I'm okay with it. I guess we do cut our Root Seeds here. They're not that important. And we finally get ourselves down to under 30 cards again, which is good. Yeah, this is fine. 125. I'm staying under 130 intentionally because Patient could be scary. We don't really answer him very well here. He's really the only threat. But we have enough. I think the drain will be enough here. And especially having 2 of them. So let's do this. Patient, let's rock. I think you could have gone harder here potentially. But we didn't see like the answer for Patient, you know? So with this draw, I'd like Windleton not getting punched for 30 here. So I'm thinking Windleton bottom, Steel Singer top. This order is useful because it means that if Patient goes up, I maybe draw Restoring Retreat and send him down. If Patient goes down, well, we probably lose Windleton, and that's just kind of the world of it, I think. We don't want to just over hit him, right? We don't want to incant him up too hard here. So let's just consume out what we can and then drain him and let it be. Every little bit will matter. Yeah, goodbye Windleton, I think. Rip for sure. That's a shame. Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do to save him here. We play the last Steel Singer, of course. He needs to drop. Engrafts are good. Click them. Another Engraft is good. Click it. Now upstairs, we play the Restoration Detonation to kill this guy. It's tough, because I really want to Restore and Retreat these together, but I don't think it's right. I think we need to pop this guy. We spread the regen around, and we drain the boss. It's kind of our most important thing. The Steel Singers are going to be the critical part of this run. We basically just engraft on the floors that he's not at. And yeah, essentially we do that. I want to draw more. I want to play the 4 draw here. That's pretty good. This is a nice use of my engrafts. And then we keep the drain going, right? Because eventually we win this battle of attrition. Eventually. Now you kind of start seeing where Windleton would have been useful. Do I drop them together now? I think now we do start dropping them in. We send in the man, play the engraft first, drop it in, play the holdover drain first, and then we keep this drain going, I think. I'm going to Razor Sharp in front. I do think playing some of these cards out is correct, so we'll do it. I guess I'll Flash Freeze downstairs, then drain this guy again. We're looking to try to beat out his defense. Not even his really defense, but his offensive presence is what I meant to say. We just kind of keep the scaling going. I guess I will draw real quick, see what we hit. Doesn't matter. Root Seeds are better. Drain. We're getting him down to 0, and this is what matters here. Okay, we're getting them down to 0. It's good. I'd like him to hit me if at all possible. So it literally drained the other one. That's very funny, in fact. It's good though, because 2 melee weakness is getting clocked out by 8 damage here, which is fine. So I think we're in an okay state. Yeah. He bops, takes away the melee weakness, feels good. Cool. Alright, we just kind of scale a whole bunch of stuff here, draw millions of cards, play the engrafts out, draw past stuff, click this drain first, then Flash Freeze, click the other drain. He's down at 1 now. This should be enough to win Relentless, which is important. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty critical as it turns out. So let's just keep him down at 0. And I think we get through this. Yeah, we do. So we just take the healing where we can get it because it provides value. And as long as we don't lose, yeah, we let it rock. We let it ride. Cool, go team. He does 4 damage to me overall. We love to see it. So we did solve Patient, and we acknowledged that to do it, we had to throw away Windleton. The Endless did not matter. Could have re-rolled that. There was a lot of options where that could have gone really worse for me, depending on his direction. His being Patience. But yeah. Cool. Now, there is a universe where I put Windleton in back here, which is actually not a terrible call. Kind of an interesting idea. So to do that, you put Windleton center, Steelsinger bottom, and we load this guy up. It's pretty good, actually, right? Yeah, and then you just shoot one guy, which kills him, and then we drop Windleton middle, and we kind of use this to super card draw here. We keep the scaling where it matters. We do punch some of this damage shield. We drain the boss here. Kind of an interesting option. Not entirely sure how to feel about it. We did a good job, actually. I can drop the lad in, which is a good setup here. We drop him in, which cleans that up. We can also comfortably play Steelsinger middle, which I appreciate. Fire Grow, yes, please. Draw past. I want the regen on middle friend here. We Razor Sharp Windleton, and we chill. Cool. I actually feel kind of okay with this situation right now. Wow, my lad is actually just actively perishing here due to the sweep damage, which is kind of hilarious. He lives, which is good. It's funny, though. Root Seeds, Awoken's Rail Spike. We'll drain the boss. It's a shame we hit the way we did, but it's fine. Do as much damage here as we can. Actually surprised Windleton lived. That's very funny. We can now drop in the other lad and create the super floor. This is very good. Let's heal up the lad because he's in a pretty nasty state right now. I'm going to toss him the bonus because when he sweeps through, he actually does a lot of good work. Sure. I'm going to flash freeze. Actually, I kill a man in front, which is kind of cool, right? Saves some damage, pushes more through, which I appreciate. And then we flash freeze here, and we drain the boss down to 0. This does look like it's a correct bottom floor setup, which I appreciate. Always pretty good to see it when we do. I'm going to toss one of these heals at Windleton. I think it's worth it. We're drawing past. Click the restores. Great work. More drains. Good job. I think we've stabilized this. We're just so front-loaded because Steelsinger, right? Yeah, we're just very front-loaded because Steelsinger. So it's not really a concern. Cool. Honestly, great work. Go team. Boss doesn't even attack right now. Yeah. Cool. We're good. We have done it. We just gotta keep Mr. Windleton among the living, and it will benefit us. Just drawing a whole bunch through, play out the cards. The order I'm playing these drains does matter. I'm doing it specifically so that I play the holdover and then am attempting the other one. You do it that way because it might mean you get to play both, which is nice when it happens. Anyway, we got it, right? Like, we have this. We're clearing the whole floors at this point, and there's nothing the enemies can do about it, which, as it turns out, is pretty much exactly what you want. So, it's good. And now, see, the reason I'm doing this is because you might not hit the other drain here. Cool, which lets me do it. Great. 25 sap is plenty to win this. We're chilling. Big win. But we're going to click these scaling numbers because, as it turns out, I want my Steelsingers to do big damage by the end of the run. And also ending Windleton on 69 damage. Nice. Cool. Pretty straightforward. I think the way we chose to play this was correct. Getting Windleton middle of this floor was correct as well to keep him more likely to live because his Strangler ability did matter on this particular combat, right? There are some combats where it wouldn't have mattered, but yeah. So, a nice, very true blessed seed. We love to see it. I'll be honest, I actually think the Steelsinger is not even remotely as strong as it could be if you don't X5 the engraft. We're not even close to the highest score. I mean, I'm not surprised, right? I'm not surprised at all. Yeah, of course, someone is going to have a good time of this. Oh my god, yeah, someone just hits. What the hell? Why? Where was I? Tiny Stone? Thunderstone, a multi-strike? Good grief. Good grief, y'all. I don't know. This is tough. You find all these wonderful things and then you're easy because you don't have to do any work to jam this floor together, right? It's just easy. Wow. Talk about a high roll and I missed all of it, huh? Yeah, I missed all of it. That's kind of funny. You look at a lot of these super high scoring runs. Yeah, like 265 from Hart, and then this friend got 185, ridiculously high scored. I mean, it's wild. Dang, what a run. I mean, I didn't see any of that stuff, so I'm barely even on the front page. Look at my lame guys. I mean, it's enough to win. I don't know. I guess what is the thought process behind all that risk? I don't know. Maybe you just assume the run is so easy, you just swing for the hills and maybe you hit. But I think that's like I think there's a lot of risks in some of these choices. I think we made a good call throughout the run. I feel good about our decision making. It obviously wasn't the most powerful run ever. I didn't turn this into any super scoring thing, but it felt really confident. Maybe it's not glamorous though. I don't know. It's tough. Yo, this person meanwhile had the best run of all time. Gnarled Root multi-strike. He's not even multi-strike. Oh no, he has the Animus of Will Infusion. Incredible. So yeah, you just use Thorn Hollow and high roll that way. That seems legit. That run's awesome. Yeah, otherwise, I don't know. I didn't even see the multi-strike in a shop. Incredible. Well, fair enough. I mean, obviously I did something wrong, but I think we played a very safe line, but also a very confident line. It's interesting for me to look at runs like mine and then look at what other people did and see just how different it all is. Because the truth is that like obviously I mean, Gabriel probably has the most natural line here because he played it first, right? It's his run. He saw the multi strike, so I'm not really sure, right? It's crazy because a lot of these are just full disrespect on patient and like just drain. How does that? Okay, I guess with three of them maybe. Though I will say the one really nice thing about his run is that he managed to get all of them to the exact same number, but at 130, I'm actually really surprised that Patient doesn't just pummel the Steel Singers, right? I mean, I guess you have so much healing if you X5 the engrafts and you X5 engraft and you just have so much healing, you're okay. He didn't even take the plus 30x engraft though. It's kind of crazy to look at that and think about it. Huh. I don't even really know what to say in some of these cases looking at a variety of these runs. Obviously there's a lot of power in this run locked up. It's just a matter of how do you score the highest and then if you care about such things. But like you look at this run and this is obviously a crazy high roll. The tiny stone is big here. I don't even really know which floor it was on, but I mean, like, this at least has some elements of handling patient. This just doesn't look like this gets through patient to me. Like, what am I missing here? Six sap? I mean, how big is your deck, right? Well, you don't have a lot of things. Okay, I guess you're drawing fast enough. Maybe you just hit this drain regularly enough that you can get through it. But, and then six on a, like, let me see, one, five, six. Those go away. Those go away. 7, 8, 12. Go away. 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 cards. So every 2 turns, like 1.5 turns, you see your drain. So what, 6 sap? I mean, maybe that gets there. Yeah, I guess that does get there with this card draw. One of the things that makes this work, though, is you just draw so fast through your run. I mean, look at this, like 265 shards. What's he doing here? 7 turns? Oh, is he infiniting? Yeah, of course he is. Yeah, all right, fair enough. He goes infinite. Interesting. Does he? Is that even enough? I guess maybe. Almost every card goes away, I suppose. He's removed basically everything except for what? Guardian's Amulet, the Deadweights, and Engraft, and the Offering Tokens. Wild, right? Yeah, he's definitely gone infinite. Look at this, 440 by 3. That's awesome. Yeah, so there's like some, like maybe not perfect infinite, but like a 90% confident one. We can use the offering tokens to clean it up. Very interesting, right? Because perhaps I'm overvaluing patient here, but I actually do think you want to respect him. You can tell I have much more defense than most of these runs, which is interesting to think about. So, because I'm holding one over and I also took an extra. So, I'm playing very defensively here. Interesting. Cool. Well, I mean, that's a run. I think the run summary portion of this is more interesting, perhaps, than the actual gameplay itself, discussing things that work and things that don't. I think that I played a low risk version of this run, and obviously my score is not very high as a result, but I do think it is secure. I think we played as much defense as I wanted to, which is sufficient. I think that our choice was good overall. Now, that said, I do think very clearly, as you can see from the higher scoring runs, you can get away with less, but I don't know, man. Patient. All it takes is a bad turn order, bad draw order, and suddenly he's pummeling your main guy and cleaving through. And you go, oh no, what happened? I think another element is that I'm playing this without resets. So perhaps if you know a bad draw order, you can just play a different floor on patient, right? I mean, you can bait him, you have some options. So I don't know. It's tough. We played the way that I think you want to if you're going to try to do a no reset run on this, but we'll see. Anyway, I think that's enough. We've talked about this as much as I think I need to, so we'll let it go there. That is 40 wins on the win streak. We love to see it. So yeah, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks. And hey, look, it seems that I made it all the way through to the end without getting a crippling migraine. So that means you actually get to see this episode. Incredible. All right. Take care, y'all.